तिमिरन्धस्य ज्ञानञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवसदि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। श्रीमद् कृष्ण सबूत श्रीमद् कृष्ण सबूत श्रीमद्। Yeah, so Hare Krishna, everyone. So please bless me that I could give some information which could be useful for all of us. And this is also a learning experience for me. And it's nice to see some faces from Australia as well. So thank you for joining us. So I will start the session today with the glories of Sanatana Goswami. Now, I've got a very limited time of 1 hour and it is very difficult to fit in everything. But what I have done is that I have taken the main pastimes of Srila Sanatana Goswami and I will just be touching on little bit on his teachings, because there is so much to take from his lifestyle that it will be really nice to hear some of his pastimes. Okay, so I would just like to share the screen now. So can you see my screen, everyone? Just put a thumbs up. Sita Mataji?
Not yet. Yeah. Okay.
Not yet.
Now we can, Mataji.
You can?
Yes, Mataji, we can now.
Yeah, we can.
Okay. So we'll start with the...
I think it's still on the presentation mode. I think you need to start it on. Yes, Mataji.
Okay. This one over here. This one. Okay, now can you see?
Perfect. Thank you, Mataji. We can see.
Click more.
This is the next slide. Click.
Okay, how do I go back?
Go back.
Okay, so who is Sanatana Goswami? So Sanatana Goswami is one of the oldest Goswamis among all the 6 Goswamis. Now he is the older brother of Rupa Goswami and Anupama. So he is 5 years older than Rupa Goswami and he is 2 years younger than Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Okay, now Rupa Goswami is also known as the Rati Manjari or the Lavang Manjari. And these Manjaris, who are these Manjaris? They are actually the one who helps the gopis in the pastimes of Radha and Krishna that we had already talked about in the last class. And Sanatana Goswami is also known as the Sambandha Acharya. Now, what does Sambandha Acharya means? That he focuses on establishing the relationship between the living entities and Krishna. Like, who is Krishna? Who are we? What is our connection with Krishna? Also, he establishes the connection between the Sambandha also tells us the connection between the material world with Krishna. And he is also known as the Siddhanta Acharya. So Siddh means perfect and Ant means end. So the conclusion, the perfect conclusion of devotional service. This is what Sanatana Goswami has given us. And we know that, next Sunday there is the celebration of Guru Purnima, which is coming, and we will be celebrating in Auckland ISKCON. So you will be surprised to know that Guru Purnima also has a relevance in the life of Sanatana Goswami. The disappearance of Sanatana Goswami is celebrated as Guru Purnima by the Vrajvasis. Yeah, actually, Guru Purnima is the appearance day of Srila Vyasadev, as we all know. And Vyasadev is a compiler of all the Vedas. But in Vraja, the Vrajavasis, they celebrated this day as the disappearance day of Sanatan Goswami. Why? Because they were having a very loving relationship with Sanatan Goswami. Like Sanatan Goswami, when he used to see any Vrajavasis, used to ask them, "How are you? How are you doing? How is your how many cows you have got? How is the cow yielding milk or not?" So he was very at the personal level. He used to inquire from all the Vrajavasis. And that's how the Vrajvasis had, he sambandh means, he sambandh not only with Krishna, he had a sambandh with all the Vrajvasis also. So he was so loving that the Vrajvasis would actually cry if he would leave the village. They would cry. And then the other village, when he used to go, they would also cry and receive him. They were so affectionate. So that's why it is said that in Kartik, the last day of Kartik is celebrated in a very big way. When all the devotees from all over the world, they come and circumambulate the Govardhan Parikrama. But in Guru Purnima, this day, the people are more in number than the last day of Kartik. There are so many more number of people. They come in huge amount of, and they circumambulate Giri Govardhan, just in the memory of Srila Sanatan Goswami and to pay their respect. So this is all about a little bit of, who Sanatan Goswami is. And now I'll go to the next slide. So what we will be discussing today is about the background of Sanatan Goswami, his meeting with Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, the instructions by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and instructions captured into the books, and the two important places in Vrindavan. All right. Now, he was born in 1488 and he lived for around 70 years. And he was born in a Saraswat Brahmin from a Karnataka family in Bharadwaj Gotra. And his father was Kumara Dev. And he studied Sanskrit under Vidya Vachaspati. And he was very qualified. He mastered Bengali language, Persian language, and he was very eloquent in Sanskrit as well. And as I discussed, he was loved by the common men, and he was forced to accept service under Nawab Hussain Shah. So we will now discuss about this pastime of Nawab Hussain Shah. Now, the pastime is that as you know, Sanatan Goswami and Rupa Goswami, they were very famous because of their very well nature. They were very cultured, they were very humble, they were very loving. And that is the reason that all the people were very affectionate. And this news came to Nawab Hussain Shah, and he thought that if by any way I get these two people in my kingdom, then they will influence all the people and I will have control over all the Hindus. So Nawab Hussain Shah, actually, he hated all the Hindus. And he was a very merciless king, and he was very atrocious. And he did not like the Hindus, and he did not like if anybody was practicing any religion other than his religion. So then what happened is that he approached them, Rupa Goswami and Sanatan Goswami, and he said that he actually blackmailed them. And he said that if you don't come and you don't listen, then I will persecute both of you, and not only you two, I will persecute all the Hindus. So out of compassion, out of fear, Sanatan Goswami and Rupa Goswami, they thought that, okay, just to protect all the Hindus, let us go and let us abide by Nawab Hussain Shah, whatever he tells us to do. They had no other option. So then when they came to the kingdom of Nawab Hussain Shah, he changed their name. And you know, Sanatan Goswami came to be known as Sakar Malik, and Rupa Goswami came to be known as the Virkhas. And they were so good at their work that they actually became indispensable to Nawab Hussain Shah, because all the things were happening so nicely in the kingdom with them. And the king was very happy, and he gave them a lot of money. With all their wealth, he showered on these two brothers, made palace for them to stay. And but Sanatan Goswami and Rupa Goswami, they already had so much of devotion in their heart that they also built a Gupt Vrindavan for themselves, where they could go and do their sadhana. Yes. So then what happened was, because they had so much of devotion for Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and in the meantime, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu had also taken sannyas, so they were very eager to meet Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And they were thinking that, you know, how do we meet? And in the meantime, Mahaprabhu was also had plans of going to Vrindavan. But when he took the path of Vrindavan, he actually turned and he came to Ramkeli. And he came just to meet these two brothers. You know, how wonderful it is. And these two brothers, they disguised themselves and they went at the mid of the night to meet Mahaprabhu. So they met Mahaprabhu and they revealed their mind to Mahaprabhu that we actually want to surrender to you. Yes. And yeah, so Gupt Vrindavan, this one. Yeah, and then Sanatan and Rupa, they meet for the first time. Oh, is it not coming? Sanatan and Rupa meets for the first time with Mahaprabhu. And then when they revealed the mind to Mahaprabhu, Mahaprabhu mentioned that don't worry, Krishna will come for your protection very soon. So then they came back to their kingdom. And after a certain period of time, they wrote a letter to Mahaprabhu again. And Mahaprabhu this time gave a green signal that, yes, this is the time now, you can come. And Rupa Goswami, actually, he left the kingdom and he went immediately. But Sanatan Goswami could not, because he was in a more responsible position than Rupa Goswami. Sanatan Goswami was the prime minister and Rupa Goswami was a finance minister. So that way, because prime minister has more responsibility, so he could not move and get out immediately. So what he did was that he stayed back. But though he stayed back, his heart was not there in ruling the kingdom anymore, because he had already seen Mahaprabhu, right? So what happened was, he was thinking of ways and means to avoid the service of Nawab Hussain Shah. And he told Nawab Hussain Shah that, look, I'm not interested in your service. And he actually fell sick. And he told Nawab Hussain Shah that I'm very sick now and I cannot come to do my services. So he went home and he was staying over there. And after some time, when Nawab Hussain Shah saw that he's not coming for many days, so he sent one of his one of the physician to see how he's doing. So the physician went and he saw that Nawab Hussain Shah is actually engaged in reading Bhagavatam with many of the Brahmanas. Yeah. And he came back and he reported that to Nawab Hussain Shah, and this made him very furious. And he said that, this is not done. So that time, Nawab Hussain Shah, he went and told Sanatan Goswami that I'm going to Orissa to conquer some of the provinces. So please come with me. And then Sanatan Goswami replied that, well, I don't want to go with you. You do anything you want to do with me. And that was a time when Nawab Hussain Shah said, well, if you're not listening, then you will be put into jail. And then he prisoned him. So that time, then he was in the prison and he was thinking ways and means how to come out of the prison. And in the meantime, what happened was, Rupa Goswami, he also wrote a letter to Sanatan Goswami and he somehow sent 8,000 gold coins. And he told Sanatan Goswami that by hook or by crook, you just come out of this and you find your ways and means how you can come out. So then Sanatan Goswami, now he started thinking of plans how to come out of the jail. So he made a friendship, wanted to make friendship with the jailkeeper. And how did he make the friendship? He wanted to bribe him. So he gave all these gold coins to him. And then he said that, look, I'm going to Mecca. And if I go to Mecca, I will pray for you also. And you will also be released from this conditioned life, you know. So why don't you accept this? So he was very reluctant, the jailkeeper. He said that, no, what if the Nawab comes to know and he, I will be in a very bad state. So I just can't do it. But somehow the other Sanatan Goswami persuaded him. And then the jailkeeper said that, okay, then what do I reply to Nawab Hussain? Then he told that, okay, make up a story, you just tell him that I went to evacuate and I drowned in the Ganges. So this time it was quite convincing for the jailkeeper. And then he said that, all right, I will tell the same to the Nawab. And this was a plan. And then by this plan, Sanatan Goswami actually came out of the jail, and he started traveling. And when he was traveling, he also had a personal servant with him whose name was Ishan. And they came and they traveled, and they came to a place called Patada in Bihar, and they started staying in a hotel, in an inn. And the manager of the hotel somehow came to know that this Ishan is carrying some gold coins. Yeah. And he was thinking of a plan. And in the meantime, Sanatan Goswami thought that, why is this manager so much cordial with me and so much like, going out of the way to serve me? So he thought that there is something wrong. And Sanatan Goswami is very intelligent. So he asked Ishan that, Ishan, tell me, are you having any gold coins with you? Then Ishan said, yes, I do have. I've got 7 gold coins. Actually, he was carrying 8. And he told, what? I have got 7 gold coins. Then Sanatan Goswami said that immediately you give all these gold coins to this manager. Then Ishan gave all the gold coins except one. He kept it with him. And the hotel manager, when he got the gold coins, he was very happy. And he actually revealed his mind to Sanatan Goswami. He said, you know what? If I would not have got these gold coins, I would have killed both of you tonight. Yeah. And Sanatan said, oh my goodness, I'm actually relieved. But Sanatan Goswami also came to know that Ishan was carrying 1 gold coin with him, and which was also dangerous. But because he told this lie, Sanatan was not happy, and he said that he released him from his service. He said that, you go back to your place. I don't need your service. I'll travel on my own. So from there, he started traveling on his own. And then this manager also, he helped him because now he was in a disguised way anyway, and he wanted to go from this place and wanted to actually meet Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So he took too many tracts of land, and he was very tired on the way. But somehow he actually heard that Mahaprabhu is in Vrindavan. But instead of Vrindavan, he actually landed in Benares, in Varanasi. And when he landed in Varanasi, there he saw that Mahaprabhu is already there in Varanasi. Yes. And Mahaprabhu could know that, somebody is here outside the door and Sanatan is come here. So then and Mahaprabhu was living in the house of Chandrasekhar Acharya. So he told Chandrasekhar Acharya that, go outside and see if there is somebody. Then Chandrasekhar Acharya went out. Then he said that, well, there is a very old person with disabled hair and beard and looks like a Muslim Sufi, but he doesn't look like a Vaishnava because he was unrecognizable. Nobody could recognize him as a Vaishnava. And when Mahaprabhu heard this, he said that, Well, that is a person, you please tell him to come inside. He is the person I'm looking for. So then Chandrasekhar then went and he brought Sanatan Goswami inside, and so Sanatan Goswami was so happy to see Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and same Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was so happy to see Sanatan Goswami that both of them, they embraced each other and they had tears flowing from their eyes. All the emotions came out after seeing so many years. And then after this Chaitanya Mahaprabhu noticed one thing, that Sanatana Goswami is having a quilt, and that quilt was very expensive. So he just glanced at the quilt, and Sanatan Goswami actually could know that Mahaprabhu is not quite liking the quilt which I'm wearing. So then what he did was, next day he went to the Ganges, and there was this Bengali mendicant. He was washing his stone quilt, and Sanatan Goswami told him that why don't we exchange the quilt? You take mine and you give yours. And the mendicant said that, oh, you're teasing me because I'm so poor. Then Sanatan Goswami said, no, I'm not teasing you. I really want your quilt, and you take this expensive quilt of mine. And then they exchanged the quilt. And when he came back wearing that quilt, then Mahaprabhu was very happy. And then he told that, this is the last thing of that material attachment which you had is also gone. So that quilt, where did he get that quilt from? While he was traveling, he met his brother-in-law on the way en route, and his name was Shrikant, and he was a person who gave him that quilt to him. So so the quilt was gone. Now Mahaprabhu was at Chandrasekhar Acharya's house. He also had Tapan Mishra, and then Tapan Mishra also gave him some fine clothes to Mahaprabhu to wear. But then he said, no, I'm not going to not take anything. I'm just going to wear these clothes as of now. So and Mahaprabhu was very happy to see at the renunciation of Sanatan Goswami. See, now the point is over here, what are we learning from here is that, see, Sanatan Goswami and Rupa Goswami, they were at a very exalted position in Nawab Hussain Shah. They had all the riches, they had all the valuables at the disposal. They could have done anything with that. But it is difficult to comprehend that how can a person give up everything, isn't it? If just imagine if that wealth comes to us, how many times do you think we will think that, oh, we will give up everything for Krishna? Can we think that? I mean, I'm not saying that we have to imitate them, but even to have that, like, if that, we have to renounce for Krishna, how easy is it to do that? We have to contemplate on these things. If it comes to me, I would have said that, no, I've got all the riches. I'm not going to, Krishna, I will come to you later, or let me enjoy my life now. And then maybe, when the time is coming or I'm nearing my death, I will come to you. Yes. I mean, this is what happens to us. But you see, these people, they are the manjaris. They are coming here to show us by their example that though they're leading a life of luxury and opulence and everything, but they, at one point in time, they are actually renouncing everything and they are surrendering to the Lord. This is to be learned. They are living like an ordinary person, but they are not ordinary. But through their life, they're teaching us this. Yes. And then at this point, Sanatan Goswami, he surrenders to the lotus feet of Mahaprabhu, and he says, "Ke ami, kene amay joro tapo traya, iha nahi jani, kemone hita hoy." Means, who am I? Why do the threefold miseries always give me trouble? If I do know this, how can I be benefited? So Sanatan Goswami, when he asked these questions, who am I, and all these queries about himself, that is called the Brahma Jigyasa. This is the point where everyone, unless and until this comes to our mind, who am I? Why am I suffering in this material world? Nothing can happen. So this is a time when Mahaprabhu actually starts giving him the knowledge of Brahman, Paramatma, Bhagavan, then about what is the relationship of the jiva with Krishna, about the whole creation, how the Lord has created the whole material world. There are so many universes which are coming from the pores of Mahavishnu. So all this knowledge he is giving to them, all the kleshas, then the miseries of life. So Achinta Bheda Bheda Tattva, he talks about that also. So I'm not going into the detail of that because these are the instructions which Mahaprabhu is giving to him. And then after this, what happens is Sanatan Goswami is told by Mahaprabhu that you go to Vrindavan and where Rupa Goswami is there and you meet him over there. So when he comes to Vrindavan, then he meets Shubuddhi Roy. He is one of the follower of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And then Shubuddhi Roy then shows the whole 12 forests of Raja to Sanatan Goswami. And when he comes to Vrindavan, he sees that he's been told that actually Rupa Goswami has just left for Varanasi to Puri. They have just left for Puri, Jagannath Puri. And then Sanatan Goswami could not bear this anymore, and he also had the desire to go to Puri. And he said that, oh, I really want to go to Puri to meet Rupa and also to meet Chaitanya Mahaprabhu because he's residing over there. So having thought that, he now travels to Puri. So when he is going to Puri, on the way, he is traveling day and night without food. Sometimes he eats, sometimes he doesn't eat. And he drinks some contaminated water. And by drinking that contaminated water, he gets a very deadly disease, very painful, intolerable. And it is all over his body. And the pus and blood is coming out from his body. And it is so unbearable. And then Sanatan, he actually contracts that disease. So now when he goes to, he reaches Jagannath Puri, he thinks that what is the use of my body? This is fully diseased body. What service, what physical service can I do with this body? So I better give up this body. So he was actually thinking mentally to commit suicide. I don't want to live anymore. And when he was thinking all these things, then he thought that, yeah, the Rath Yatra is coming soon. I will fall in front of the Jagannath Rath and let the Rath cart, come on top of me, and let this all happen in front of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. This thought came in his mind. And in Jagannath Puri, when he went, he actually went at the house of Haridas Thakur. So he went over there, and then he asked Haridas Thakur that, Haridas Thakur, tell me, when is Mahaprabhu coming? I really want to see him. I haven't seen him for so many years, so I'm really longing to see him. So then Haridas Thakur said that, don't worry, he will be just here. He comes here every single day. And, he comes with his Upal Bhoga from the temple of Jagannath Puri. So you will also come to see him. You will also meet him. He must be arriving very soon. And as he finished his verse, actually Mahaprabhu came. And when Mahaprabhu came, both of them, they fell at the feet of Mahaprabhu like rods. Yeah, and then Mahaprabhu embraced Haridas Thakur. And then when he's going to embrace Sanatan Goswami said, don't, please don't embrace me, don't embrace me. Look at my body. I'm like, you're having all these sores. The pus is coming from my body, the blood. I don't want to contaminate your body. But Mahaprabhu, with his long arms, he grabs hold of Sanatan Goswami and he embraces him so tightly. And it's such a nice scene. When I was reading this, it was actually, there was tears in my eyes, because he said that, Mahaprabhu's golden body was smeared with blood and pus and all these things. Can you imagine a Lord? How he is so affectionate to the devotees. So then Sanatan Goswami says that, it is just like a mother who changes the cloth, the cloth of the baby who has passed on stool. She doesn't have any hate. So why should I hate you? And he's saying, this is like nectar for me. So Mahaprabhu is saying that after embracing him. So then And then Mahaprabhu actually, what happens that after some time, he actually reads the mind of Sanatana Goswami. And then he, in front of Haridas Thakur, Mahaprabhu says that you have surrendered unto me. You have no right over your body. You cannot claim that that is your body. Your body is my property. You have no right to destroy that body. And you were thinking of committing suicide. If committing suicide, by committing suicide, you can reach Krishna, then I would have given my body thousands and thousands of times to achieve Krishna. So he said that give up this horrible idea of committing suicide. You don't own your body. Your body is mine. Now I will be using your body. Then Sanatana Goswami says that, now, what is the use of my body? My body is like this now. What will you do with my body? He says, then Mahaprabhu says, you don't know what I'm going to do with your body. I'll be using your body as an instrument. Through your body, I will write books. Through your body, I will go and I will excavate all the places, birthplaces of Radha and Krishna. Through your body, I will do many such activities like building the temples. So you don't know what you will do, but I will do through your body. Why? Because I cannot go to Mathura or Vrindavan, because I have promised to my mother that I will stay in Jagannath Puri. That's why I cannot go. But I will do all these activities through your body. So you will become my principal instrument. Yes. And after this incident, there was one more incident where Chaitanya Mahaprabhu invites Sanatana Goswami for having prasadam. And that was in Yamala Garden. And there were two pathways of going to Yamala Garden. One was the Simhadwar and the other was going through the beach road. So the Simhadwar was a short one and the beach road was a very, very long one. And it was a month of Jesht, May and June. Can you imagine how hot it is in India? Now we are in New Zealand, it is cold over here for us. But May, June month is the hottest month in India. And Sanatana Goswami, he goes through the longest way and he reaches the place where Mahaprabhu is. And Mahaprabhu is waiting for him with the prasadam. And then Mahaprabhu asked him, oh, Sanatan, why did it take so long? From which road have you come? And then Sanatan told that, Mahaprabhu, I've come from the longest road, from the beach. I took that road. Then Mahaprabhu said, why? Look at the blisters on your feet. And the sand was scorching hot. It was burning like fire. And Sanatana Goswami, actually, he was so absorbed in meeting, the thought of meeting Mahaprabhu, that he did not feel the pain at all. And Mahaprabhu was so painful. He was so pained by seeing his condition. He said that, look at your feet. Look, so much of blisters have come. Why did you take that road? Why didn't you come by the Simhadwar, Sanatan? Then Sanatan said, I am so low. I'm so low. I'm such a sinner. Now he was actually considering him to be a sinner because he was working for Nawab Hussain Shah. That's why he was considering him to be a sinner. And he was not low born. He was from a high Brahminical family, but he considered himself, why? Because he was working for Nawab Hussain Shah. And then he said that, if I would have gone through that Simhadwar, and if I would have touched, all the priests are coming and going in the temple. If I would have touched any of the priests over there, then I would have contaminated them. And that would have been a seva aparad. So that's why I didn't want to come. And Mahaprabhu was so much touched by his humility. It was heartbreaking for Mahaprabhu that, look at this person. And then after that, again, like he wanted to embrace Sanatan Goswami, and Sanatan Goswami, again, he didn't want to, but this time again, he embraced and he got purified and all his ailment and everything was gone. So this was such a nice, touching story of Mahaprabhu and Sanatan Goswami, such a nice pastime, so nice to meditate on. And then now after regarding this, since I touched on the little bit of the instructions which Mahaprabhu gave, that what he will be doing with through Sanatan Goswami's body. So I will just quickly go through these instructions. That the first instructions, it was the same for Rupa Goswami as well, that uncover all the lost holy places, then to install the deities and arrange the worship. Then third was to write devotional scriptures, and the fourth one to propagate the rules of devotional life. So these were the instructions which was given to both Rupa Goswami as well as Sanatan Goswami, to these brothers. And then a very short teachings I would touch upon is that Sanatan Goswami's teachings, it was largely based on the instructions which was given by Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And he emphasized that Krishna is a supreme personality of Godhead, importance of the devotional service, and the ultimate goal is to attain the love of God. Yes, so these are the teachings, main teachings I have taken. And I will also share the literary contributions of Sanatan Goswami. So these are the books which he has written, that is Hari Bhakti Vilas, Brihad Bhagavatamrita, Dasama Tippani, Krishna Leelastva, and Sri Damodarashtakam Kritika Mahatmya. So in Brihad Bhagavatamrita, he has actually commented on the 10th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam. Yeah. So now, after all this pastimes of Bengal and Banaras, now let's go to Vrindavan. Yes, are we ready to go to Vrindavan and see what is happening in Vrindavan? Yeah, so there are some pastimes over here also. Let's see how many we can cover. And this is a pastime of Rupa Goswami, who actually also considers Sanatan Goswami as a spiritual master. So Rupa Goswami invites Sanatan Goswami to have some sweet rice. And you all must be knowing this, but it is very nice to again hear, I thought. And Rupa Goswami, he cooks a sweet rice for Sanatan Goswami. And now Sanatan Goswami is offered that sweet rice. Now when Sanatan Goswami eats that sweet rice, he just eats little bit and he is in ecstasy. The tears is rolling from his eyes. His hair is standing on the end. He's trembling, he's shivering, he's rolling on the ground and he's full of ecstasy. He doesn't know what is happening and so much of ecstasy. And then he said, Rupa, tell me, what is this? How have you made this sweet rice? Because we are beggars over here. We only do madhukari. Sometimes we get food, sometimes we don't get food. So how is it that you have cooked such a nice kheer for over here? Tell me about it. How did you do it? Then Rupa said that, well, when I wanted to cook the sweet rice for you, then there was this little girl who came and she gave this milk and she gave this rice and she gave this sugar, and with that I cooked the sweet rice. She said, my goodness, what have you done? What have you done, Rupa? You have taken service from our worshipable object of service. She is none other than Radha Rani, and you have accepted service from her. Chi. And he was like lamenting, but they were eating and they were actually enjoying that sweet rice also. They were in ecstasy also. But again, they were also, Sanatan Goswami was also lamenting that. And then he said he was actually chastising Rupa Goswami, how did you do that? And Rupa Goswami felt very, very bad about it. And that night when he sleeps, then Radharani comes to the dream of Rupa Goswami, and then he says that, don't worry, I actually wanted this to happen to show to the world that a devotee should not accept service from the Lord. They should not accept anything from the Lord. They should not ask anything from the Lord, but they should only offer service to the Lord. So this is what I wanted through you. I wanted to give this lesson to the whole world. Isn't it so amazing? This is, yes. And then who can say this? These pictures? Can anybody say what these pictures are? Nitai Path Prabhu? A guess?
The Bhajan Kutir or Samadhi?
This is a samadhi. This one is
The
a
Samadhi is
samadhi.
in Vrindavan, yeah?
Yeah, this is in Vrindavan, right? Yeah.
Yes, the
Now
Samadhi.
it has.
Mohan temple.
It is in
Damodar.
Damodar temple.
Radha Damodar.
Radha Damodar.
Damodar.
Radha Damodar temple. And this is a bhajan kutir of Shri Sanatana
Sanatana Goswami.
Yes. So now that we have got some time, can I share some more like two, three pastimes? Is it okay?
Yes,
Yeah.
please, Mataji.
Okay, so I'll just stop sharing. So now I'm almost to the end. So Srila Sanatana Goswami ki jai, and I'll just share some of the pastime by coming in front of you because I really like to come this way. Yeah. So then after this, I will also talk about Chakleshwar Mahadev, that incident. Chakleshwar Mahadev is a place called Chakleshwar Mahadev in Vrindavan, and over there is a deity of Lord Shiva. And Sanatana Goswami goes there to do his bhajan kirtan, to write some books, and he wanted some peace over there. But lo and behold, there was no peace because of the mosquitoes. The mosquitoes came and they were tormenting him so much that he thought that what is going to happen? I'm really can't concentrate on writing these books. I'm not concentrating on my bhajan kirtan. So he thought he had a plan that, okay, fine, I'll leave this place and I'll go somewhere else. And when Lord Shiva came to know about it, he was not happy about it because he actually wanted the association of Sanatana Goswami. See, Lord Shiva is such an exalted personality. He too wanted the association of Sanatana Goswami. So he came in a disguise in a small boy and came in front of Sanatana Goswami, and he tells that, please don't go. You just stay for one day, and I'm convincing you that there will be no mosquitoes from tomorrow. Then Sanatana Goswami, he's very soft-hearted. Then he said that, okay, I will stay tonight. And as you say, we'll see what happens tomorrow. And then Lord Shiva had a conference call. He might have done a, WhatsApp call to the demigod of insects. And then he told that, listen, Sanatana Goswami is staying over here. So don't you dare to send any of the mosquitoes to this place. And from then, there was no mosquitoes over there. And Sanatana Goswami could do his bhajan very nicely over there without all these disturbances. And it is also said that till date, there is no mosquitoes. I don't know how far it is true, but when we had gone there, then the Brajvasis, they told that, yes, Mataji, there is no, I was actually surprised. And they said that, no, Mataji, there is no mosquitoes now also. So can you imagine that till date, there could be mosquitoes in other places of Vrindavan, but that place, it is safe. Yeah. And therefore, this was a very nice incident, pastime also of Sanatana Goswami. And other pastime which comes to my mind is his worshipable deity, Madan Mohan. Madan Mohan is a worshipable deity of Sanatana Goswami. And Madan Mohan was being worshipped by somebody else. And in a dream, he saw that Madan Mohan is being worshipped by that person. What is his name? No, I'm forgetting the name.
Purushottam Dubey.
Purushottam Dubey, right? Thank you, Prabhuji.
Chobe,
Yes.
Purushottam
Yeah,
Chobe.
Chobe, yeah. Purushottam Chobe, he was worshipping that deity, and he dreamed that he's being worshipped by Purushottam Chobe. And in the dream only, he's thinking that, oh, I should actually have this deity, and we should have a grand prayers, worship for him. Why? Because by this worship in a grand way, then everybody will come and there'll be more prachar, there'll be so many people coming and worshipping and seeing the worship of this Madan Mohan. So he's thought it that way. And when his, sorry, somebody is not muted. Yeah. Thank you. Good mute. Yeah. So then the next day when he opens his eyes and he goes for Madhukari, he comes to the place of Purushottam Chobe. and he tells him that, oh, this is a deity. So he wanted to reveal his mind. He revealed his mind, but then he was not wanting to part away from the deity. And guess what? The deity came in the dream, and he told that, please give this deity to Sanatana Goswami. And he had to actually give the deity to Sanatana Goswami. And when Sanatana Goswami had that deity, then he was doing only Madhukari, so he could not feel Chappan Bhog to Krishna, right? So he was giving just Sukha Roti, dry chapati without any salt. And then the deity actually demanded some salt. Give me a little bit salt also, no? Only dry chapati. So, and then he was like, oh my goodness, no, where will I get salt? But he had a desire that, no, there should be a very big temple for you. But he was telling that, can't even give you salt. Where will I get this, big temple for you? Like, I was just thinking, but he had a desire, and Krishna reciprocated. He listened to the desire. And there was a salt merchant in the name of Krishnadas Kapoor who was going from that side, and guess what happens? His boat actually got stuck in front of Sanatana Goswami's hut. And then again a small boy came, and you know who that boy is. He told him that, why don't you do one thing? You go to that Goswami, he's living just out that shore, and you go and he will resolve all your problem. So he said that, okay, let me do that. No, then I have to, this boat it could also sink. So he went over there, and then Sanatana Goswami received him, and he said that he told his problem. He said that, look, I can't do anything, but one thing I can do, I can put your head in front of the lotus feet of Madan Mohan. So what he did was, he put his head on the feet of Madan Mohan, and he got purified. He got such an ecstatic feeling in him, and his boat actually started sailing, and he was so glad. He was like, my goodness, this is a magic. What happened? Then he was so happy that he said that, say, I've got so much valuables in my boat, so I want to offer all these valuables to you. You can have everything. Then Sanatana Goswami said that, what will I do with all these valuables? I don't need anything from you, Baba. I just need, if you want to give me anything, can you please build a temple for my Madan Mohan deity? Because they don't deserve to live here like this. They deserve a big palace to live in, right? So then Krishna Das Kapoor, he agreed to make a big palace for the deities. And now also we see that, so with the help of Krishna Das Kapoor, Sanatana Goswami actually built a very, very big palatial temple for Madan Mohan deities. Yes. So now also when we go, like, we can see that the temple, and we can go visit there. But apparently the deities have been shifted to Jaipur, to Karoli, because of the invasions of the Mughals. They had to be sent over there. But there's a replica of the deities over there. Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, yes, it's almost like 8 o'clock, and can go on and on, but it was really nice to share all these pastimes with you all. And 1 hour just flew by. And I think if you have any other comments or anything to add in these pastimes, you can please add.
Jai, thank you so much, Mataji, for this wonderful lecture. All the details. I think everyone is stoked. Everyone is shocked. Everyone is so emotional and sentimental right now. I will, if anyone has any comments, any realizations, or any questions for Mataji, please raise your hand and we can take one by one. Thank you. Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Thank you. Yes, Swaha Mataji. Yes, thank you. From all the way from Australia, we are in Vrindavan now. Yes,
Hare
Mataji, please.
Krishna.
If
Hare
you can
Krishna,
like.
everywhere.
Yes.
Hare Krishna. Shamlata gave me this the Zoom link, and I thought, okay, I'll join. I missed the last one.
Okay.
His Grace Nanbraj Prabhu, who's in Auckland, he always had this thing, because Sanatana Goswami represents, and this Goswami, he says, represents Sambandha. So he says whenever there's any disagreement between devotees or any misunderstandings, his practice is that he goes and prays to the Goswamis so that the relationships get better. So that's his realization.
Yes, Mataji, thank you so much for sharing this. Yes, whenever there is some relationship problems and all, we have to actually, whom we can go is to Sanatana Goswami and pray to him that the relationship get to help us and get it resolved. And if we pray sincerely to Sanatana Goswami, then he does help. Yes, you're very correct, Mataji. Yes. It is said that, we can say, even if everything is going all right, in a day we can say, Sanatana Goswami Pad ki jai, Sanatana Goswami Pad ki jai, Sanatana Goswami Pad ki jai, 3 times a day we can tell. So that, all our relationships can have, it doesn't break, that way we can just pray. Yeah. Because this is a material world, anything can happen anytime. And Maya is very strong. So Maya also comes and breaks the relationship. As we were saying in the this pastime of Bharat Maharaj, how Maya also comes and attack the good quality from the good quality. So Maya also attacks that way. If they're having good relationship, two people are having good relationship, Maya will come and break it. Yes, it happens. Yeah. Okay, anybody else?
Doesn't look like anyone has any questions. Yeah. Nitai Pad Prabhuji?
Nitai Pad Prabhu, yeah.
I can maybe add, if nobody's got any questions, I could add a few little details that comes to mind, if that's
Yes,
okay.
sure, Prabhuji.
Another important place to visit in Vrindavan in Radha Damodar temple is the Shila of Krishna that's on the altar. If you
Oh,
remember, there's
yes.
a big Shila.
Yes, I forgot to
Krishna's
mention that.
lotus feet.
Yes.
No, that's all right.
Yes.
So that is something that Srila Sanatana Goswami, he used to reside by the Madan Mohan temple, and he used to travel every day to Govardhan to do parikrama every single day.
Yes.
It is said he almost spent 42 or 43 years in Raj, and every day this was his schedule around Govardhan. So as he was getting older, he still didn't give up that
Yes.
seva of parikrama. So Krishna once appeared to him and said, "Listen, Baba, I know you're very old. Why don't you stop this?" He said, "No, no, this is my vow I've taken for life. I will do it at any cost." Then Krishna then tried to, "Okay, Baba, don't worry. I will take you around." And he tried to carry him on his shoulder.
Yeah.
Radha Goswami said, "No, no, no, this is not the vow I took. I'm supposed to walk on my feet." So then Krishna put him down, and then Krishna said, "Okay, I'll make an arrangement." The rock on which he was standing, that melted.
Melted. Yes. Yes.
So there is, I don't have that photo. I'll see if I can pull out that photo. There is 4 chinna impressions on that Shila. One is his lotus feet.
Yes.
Other one is the hoof of a cow. And you'll see 2 sticks. One of them is the flute, and
Yes.
one of them is his cow herding stick.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
there's 4 impressions there. But again, this time when I went to Jaipur, I was told that the Shila in Damodar again is a Pratibhu. The
Acha.
original is in Jaipur. So if
Okay.
you go to
Okay.
Jaipur Radha Damodar temple, if you tell them it's in the altar, they'll bring it out and show you. You can have a close-up view.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, that is one thing that came to mind, Sanatan Goswami.
Yes.
And
And
also you
also,
mentioned,
yes, Prabhu. So nice. Thank you so much. Yeah, you wanted to say something else, Prabhu?
yeah, you mentioned about Chakleshwar Mahadev, right?
Yes.
On the banks of Manasi Ganga is the
Manasi
Chakleshwar
Ganga.
temple.
Yeah.
But what is Chakleshwar Mahadev? How did he appear there? Does anybody know? Would you like to know?
You can share, Prabhu.
Very quick.
Yeah.
Chakleshwar Mahadev is when you know how Krishna lifted the Govardhan hill to protect the
Yes.
Vrajavasis.
The Sudarshan Chakra.
Krishna invited the Sudarshan Chakra to appear on top of the hill and
Yeah.
throw the water away from Vraj.
Yes. Yeah.
But then, yes, it was doing its job. It was throwing the water away.
Yeah.
It was still falling on land, but the land was wet
Mm.
outside. So that had to be dried. So this is Sudarshan Chakra, out of his pride, he was thinking he was drying it. But Krishna, seeing that it was not drying enough, fast enough, he had invited Lord Shiva
Mm.
come and absorb this water on his
On your
head,
head.
the
Yes.
land.
Yeah.
So that's how Lord Shiva appeared there. And Krishna requested him to stay there for the future to protect the devotees. So that's why he's present there on the banks of Manas Ganga as Shakleshwar Mahadev. And then Krishna's great grandson Vajranabh established the linga there
Yes,
later on.
yes. Yeah, he put the linga, yes. Yeah.
That is Shakleshwar Mahadev.
Yeah.
And one interesting fact I came to realize that in Radha Madan Mohan temple, there is one particular day, and that needs to be found out. I don't know which day it is of this Kartik month. There's one day in that temple, there is a special alankar of Radha Madan Mohan, in the sense that Srimati Radharani will be dressed as if she is sitting on a throne. They've got a little like a basket, and they make an arrangement so that when you look at the deity, it looks as if you can imagine this in the eye of your mind. Radharani is sitting on a throne, and Krishna standing in front of her as a soldier. So this is the view. One day in Kartik, they do this special darshan only in Radha Madan Mohan. This is a traditional happening that happens every year.
Okay.
And the idea behind that is to show that Srimati Radharani is the boss. Correct?
Yes.
Krishna is the servant of Srimati Radharani.
Yes.
In Braj, Radharani doesn't do what Krishna says. Krishna does what Srimati
Oh,
Radharani.
yeah, true. Yes.
But to establish this fact, they dress the deities in this way.
Yeah.
One day in Kartik. So if anybody is fortunate to go in Kartik, go visit the temple, please do inquire when that happens. You may have benefit from that. And one last thing, you mentioned that Srila Sanatana Goswami is Lavanga Manjari in the Siddha Deha, in the spiritual world. Her complexion is that of lightning.
Okay.
And she wears dress marked with clusters of stars.
Wow.
There you go. So when
That's
you
amazing.
meditate next
Yeah.
time, when you meditate, we heard about Rupa Goswami last time, so we should meditate on these because love is in the detail.
Yeah. Yes.
We can remember these things when we chant,
Yeah.
Imagine you visiting the temple, you're having Radha Krishna, you have the Manjaris standing next to them, like we see the Ashtashakis in, Mayapur.
Yeah,
You can
Mayapur,
meditate
yes.
on these little details.
Yeah.
So that's Lavanga Manjari. And I couldn't find out, every Manjari has got a specific seva. I haven't been able to find out her one. If I do find out, I'll share with all of
Yeah,
you.
definitely, Prabhuji. Yeah.
Last time, that is one thing I missed out in sharing. Rupa Manjari,
Yeah.
Srimati Radharani has got 64 arts, devotional arts that she's absolute expert in. There are 64 devotional arts that Srila Rupa Goswami mentions in Nectar of Devotion and all. And she's expert in all of them. And she's the teacher for all the Sakis and the Manjaris. Similarly, all the Manjaris are also good in all of them, but there is one particular seva that they are absolutely perfect in, which is very dear to them.
Okay.
So for Rupa Manjari, it is said Chamara Seva. It is her unique seva. And there is an art. Shastra revealed there is an art to how she fans. It's not just fanning like we do. There is a science, there is a bhav behind that. Sometimes it is said when she waves the chamara, she waves in such a way that, how transcendental bodies of Srimati Radha and Krishna have a unique fragrance. She waves in such a way that Krishna's fragrance moves towards Srimati Radharani, and Srimati Radharani's fragrance.
Yeah.
Get the idea?
Yeah. And also, in this pastime, when Mahaprabhu was embracing Sanatan Goswami with all these pus and blood, Mahaprabhu told Sanatan, actually, I can smell very nice fragrance from your body. Can you imagine?
Yes.
The Leela they are having? This is all the Leela. And then when Haridas Thakur is telling that you're so fortunate, like through your body, Mahaprabhu is doing all these things. And then Sanatan Goswami is telling Haridas Thakur, they're glorifying each other. It is so nice, because in short time we can't say much. And he's glorifying, he's telling that, what about my, he's glorifying me. What about you? Mahaprabhu has come here to give the holy name, and that he's doing it through you. You are more glorified, and both of them, they are glorifying each other that way. They're saying that, you are more glorious because, he is spreading the holy name through you.
Chosen you.
It is
You are
you.
the chosen one.
Yeah. So.
Amazing.
Yeah, Nancy Mataji, you have any question? Anybody else have any question? Otherwise, I think we should end over here. Yes.
Thank you so much, Nitayapad Prabhuji, Vishnupadi Mataji, for
Thank you so
sharing
much,
these
Nitayapad
wonderful
Prabhu,
details.
to add on these things. So
Yes.
these details are so nice to hear. But yeah, nice to meditate on. So Vanchakalpatarubhyascha kripa
कृपासिन्धुभ्यः
पतितानां
पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो
अनंतकोटि
वैष्णववृंद की
जय प्रभुपाद की जय
की जय।
विष्णुपदी माता जी
Nice class.
Thank you.